Have any of you ever heard of this cream of bacon soup? A friend of mine said she bought this can at one of the dollar stores and sent me a picture of it. I have never heard of it. I looked it up online and Walmart sells them, but they're almost $5 a can. So she was very lucky to get that one at the dollar store for $1. So I'm going to have to try this because I feel like now I've been missing out. I feel like everybody's been hiding it from me all this time. Guys, I'm going to do a new apple pie for you tonight. And this is an apple pie. It is not an apple cake, even though it looks like it. I've not done this before, so this is my first try. And what I'm going to... Okay, let's get started. So first, we need 3 eggs. Always remember to put your eggs in a bowl before you crack them straight into your cooking bowl. Alright, then we need 1 cup of sugar. And we're going to beat this really good with a mixer until it's kind of creamy. Alright, so there we go. Now that's the egg and the sugar beat together. So now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and then I'm going to add 1 cup of white Greek yogurt, any brand, as long as it's non-flavored Greek yogurt. Alright, now we're going to mix all that together. Alright, so now we got that together. Now we're going to do, hang on just a minute, let me get this out of the way here. Now we're going to do 2 cups of flour. I always use self-rising. I don't use the all-purpose. It's just easier on me. I just put a pinch of salt and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Alright, then we're going to sift all of that in there. Guys, and I've got a spring pan that I put parchment paper in the bottom and I buttered the sides. Alright, now we're going to get all of this mixed up. Your flour, your eggs, sugar, yogurt, salt, and cinnamon. Alright, so now we have our batter mix. Now I have peeled and cubed 2 full apples. They almost turned brown on me because I let them sit there on the counter too long while I was doing this. We're going to pour them in there. Then we're going to mix them in the batter. Mix them in really well. Alright, now we're going to pour this into this. I got my oven preheated at 350 degrees. So now we need to pour all of this into the shell here. Pan I'm at, not shell, because I'm thinking of apple pie and I always think of a shell. Alright. Oh. Alright. Spread it out. I took another couple of apples and I sliced them long ways. And what I'm going to do with them is we're going to turn them up and we're going to stick them all in there. Just doesn't really matter where. You can make a design if you want to. I don't feel the need to, as long as they're in there where they're supposed to be. Alright, I think that's enough. Alright, now it should look like this. Alright, so now I got melted butter, and on the top of this we're going to sprinkle melted butter just all over the top. I'd say about a good 50 grams of butter. Alright, now I have some just regular pure cane sugar that it just hasn't been bleached. It's just the purest form of sugar, and I'm going to sprinkle that on the top. And this is especially good if you have a little bit bitter apples. If they're not really sweet, this is really good to do. But whether I do or not, I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, now we're going to stick this in a 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes. Alright, let's get it in the oven. Alright guys, I left it in there for about an hour because I made this one a little thicker than it's supposed to have been. But that's okay. Thicker than a Snicker, right? Here it is. What do you think? Oh my gosh, you do not know how bad I want to try this. Oh. Alright, let's run a knife around the edges. Whoa. My goodness, guys, look at that. Let's give that a try. Let's see how big a mess I can make. Ooh, that's hot. Gosh, that's hot. Alright, now let's see if we can flip it over again. Trying to do all this without tearing it all up. What do you think? Gosh. Guys, I'm going to have to try a piece of this. Alright, so if I take this little bitty small piece, you guys won't rat on me? Let's see. Very tender. I'm trying to take a small enough piece where it doesn't show too bad. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. Well, alright, well don't pay any attention to the stuff in the background because I'm having a new floor laid in the laundry room, so everything's just kind of scattered out in here. Wow, that's really good. It's like, wow, it's like the top has turned into a crust and the bottom, and then the chunks of apples that you put in the middle softened up, and when it's mixed with the batter, almost makes it like a, oh, what's that called? Like a pudding, like a pudding type. Wow, that's really good. Try it, guys.